Transformers 1 is going to change everything, and here's why. I think Transformers 1 is going to change the whole Transformer community because it's an animated film. First one since '86, and everybody's saying it's the best Transformer movie ever. And for that, it's a big, bold statement because we have a lot of Transformer movies. Like, we have 7 live action films, or 6 or 7 live action films, and they're all, in my opinion, very good, except for Bumblebee, because Bumblebee is absolutely trash. We all know this. But yeah, this whole movie type, like this animation style, these voice actors, it's changing and change the Transformer community and the way things work, like, entirely. Because if this does really well, we might not see as many live action movies anymore. We might see more animating movies, we might see different voice actors for characters, which some might be like, that's a good thing. But others, like me, I want my Peter Cullen back. Chris Hemsworth, great job as Ryan Pax, but he's no Prime. And that's just my opinion. Me and your opinion can be different, but honestly, Peter Cullen is Optimus until the day that he can't be anymore. And until that day, he should be playing Prime every time, every opportunity he gets. That's my opinion. And you're getting these new voice actors who I think if you're going to be assigned the character, you should stay with that character for at least a few years in a few movies. Because if you're just going to voice a movie in the character in a movie and just leave it because in the next one, or even the live action films, then there's no point of voicing the character. You have to stay with it. So like if these voice actors for Bumblebee, or like anyone like Alita or Megatron. I don't like the Megatron voice actor, that's my opinion, but like they should be staying for even a couple of movies, even if they're light or if they're not light. Just because that's how like a movie should work. Just like how all the live action films worked, as Peter Cullen was Prime, and Bumblebee had no voice, but Bumblebee was Bumblebee. I guess nobody made it past Hound was Hound. I'll tell you, the end of the Bayverse. Ironhide was Ironhide until he died, right? So the voice actors should stay the same. I don't think they will though, because Transformers 1 is going to show a whole different thing where the Transformer like whole like official Transformers are going to change, because it's going to be more animated movies. Because if this one does really good and people are saying it's peak, it's the best movie, it's the best story of all the Transformers we've got ever, then it means that people really like it. People want a sequel. They're already talking about making a trilogy. And they're making a trilogy. I know that they're working on the G.I. Joe crossover right now, which is going to be probably not great, but it could be good. Who knows? I'll talk about that later. But this could be the start of something good, something bad, something meh. I don't know, because we've had all live action, we've had all animated before the live actions became. Now we're going kind of back to animated because we have Earthspark. Now we have Transformers 1. We have a new video game that's going to be kind of like animated style. We have another show coming out right after Earthspark that is going to be an animated show, right? We're moving away from the live action stuff, which is kind of scaring me, because what brought you into Transformers? Like, think about that right now. What brought you into Transformers? And I think like everybody is gonna say live action brought me back to Transformers. Maybe G1, maybe it started your or Prime, Transformers Prime, like started your addiction to Transformers. Seeing that 2007 film, seeing Dark of the Moon, seeing Age of Extinction, seeing The Last Night. I'm joking. No, but like all like live action have brought us together as a community, and it's influenced everything. All the stop motions. Like, as me as a creator, I look back and I'm like, how do I like do something as epic as this as in the movie in stop motion, right? So like that's how like things were generated, and TV shows were great and whatnot, but I think we really just need to get back to some live action stuff, and I think we need it every 1 to 2 years, which is good. Right now we have Rise of the Beast 2023, and we have the G.I. Joe crossover in 2026, which is 3 years, still not 2, but it's better than 5 or 6 like Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast. But this is the thing. I think we're gonna continue to have animated movies, and whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, it doesn't really matter. I think that's how it's gonna go. I think we're gonna get this movie this year, probably another one in 2027, and probably another one in 2030 or 2029, just because of how much hype this movie is bringing up. And some people are enjoying it and some people aren't. Like, I know a couple of people just don't like the animated style. They just want to go back to live action, and they'd rather have a live action next year instead of 2026, not have this movie. Which probably could have been done, but at the same time, like, branching out this animating might have more content for us, because they may be able to give us more, like with the Cybertron. I'm really looking forward to seeing Cybertron in the animated stuff, but like they may be able to give us more stuff and faster stuff, which is the only thing I think is going to be a benefit. If they can give us more movies, but it has to be animated, I'm down for that. But I still want my live action movies. There's nothing like a live action Transformer movie. Like, the hype is way more higher than Transformers 1. Like, Rise of the Beast anticipation was way higher than Transformers 1 anticipation. Maybe that's because, like, we are kind of like sick of the movies because the people aren't liking them as much. I love them all except for Bumblebee, as I said before. But again, I think that anticipation for the animated films aren't going to be as high as for the live action, because everybody loves the live action because they're CGI, they're big, they're fighting, there's stakes, and with this one there's stakes, there's emotion, there's heartbreak. I get that with the story, but I find it's like more like a stop motion where you really like it, but it doesn't compare to a live action film just because it is not a live action film. It doesn't have any of that potential because it doesn't have that big risk, those big stakes, those big death scenes, or like, because when we look at Transformers, it's like Ironhide's dead. Well, as I look at it, like Jazz is dead, whatever. But in this new one, it's like nobody's dead. We're just branching off. They can do with it whatever they want, and they're still saying it's a prequel. I think after this movie drops, it's going to be something like Rise of the Beast, where they're going to be like, it's not a prequel, it's a new continuity, and that's the bad thing, because then we have the Bayverse, the Nightverse, or the Cableverse, and then we have this new One-verse, or whatever you want to call it, and I don't think that's a good idea. Like, 3 different continuities are not a good idea. You already have so many for the shows, it's so hard to keep track of, and a new Transformer fan coming in, if they're not going to do something like a line continuity, they're not going to know what they're doing, because every character is different in every continuity. Everything's different, like how they work, how they go, like, it's so different in every type, every like different branch of Transformers, which is great sometimes. But for a new fan, which I'm trying to look at for myself, because I came back to Transformers after like not being into it for 3 years, and I'm like, wow, this is a lot different. Like with Earthspark, with even the live action films, going back to Beast Wars, I'm like, wow, this is different. So I think that it could be a positive change if they don't mess it up. But there's a really, because we know the Paramount, we know Transformers, they screwed a lot of things up with this stuff, and it sucks to be one of these fans who are like, oh, it's gonna probably be screwed up. And I really hope they don't, but that's really what my thing is. It's gonna change everything, just because like Transformers 1 is gonna be the start of something big, and whether that's a good thing, I don't know yet, and we will know within the next few days. I don't know when the movie's coming out. When I'm recording this, it's like 10 days, but I'll probably put it in the intro when Transformers 1's coming out. But anyways, if you've stayed this long, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think Transformers 1 will change anything? Do you think we'll just continue with the live action with maybe a couple more animated films? Or do you think everything's going to change? We're just going to be kind of like switch more gears to animated films, switch more gears for these voice actors? Like, do you think we'll not be getting Peter Cullen as much, not getting like iconic voice actors for Transformers as much as we did before? Do you think that this continuity thing, like having more than 2 or 3, is going to be a good thing or a bad thing? And lastly, are you guys excited for this? Like, are you excited for Transformers? I'm personally stoked to be able to go to see another Transformers movie in the theater. I can't wait. Don't get me wrong. I love this new movie hype and this new, like, all this like stuff leading up to Transformers 1. But it's just a different feeling for a live action for me. Like, if it was a live action film, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go. Like, it's counting on the days. And then Transformers 1, I'm excited, but like, I can wait. Like, it's okay. I can't. It's great coming out in a week, but I can wait. And I feel like the height difference is kind of bad for me, just because I'd rather like have the really big height instead of like, that's gonna be alright. I can't wait, but still, like whatever, right? So I don't know. If you guys feel the same way, let me know. And see if I'm being too harsh on Transformers, let me know, because I just want to know. And if you guys have stuck around so far, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys probably back on Sunday for the release of Transformers: The Lost Autobots Episode 2. So make sure to go check that out. Check out Episode 1 if you haven't seen it. Check out our reactions to all these other stop motion stuff. And let me know if you guys like these type of videos, like of me talking and giving you some news. I won't be doing it every week or whatever, but let me know if you guys like these type of videos, because then I will definitely produce more of them, because I do enjoy filming them. And yeah, for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one, and let me know what you think of 1, because we're almost at 1. We've almost reached 1. Let's get going. Hopefully this movie's peak, and I cannot wait to see it. But at the same time, we need live action, we need Peter Cullen, and we just need more like excitement in the community. So we're getting there, but we need more of it. So let's go. If you're a Transformer fan, like up the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.